Welcome back, y'all, man. I'm back. Finally getting over this sickness. Felt like I've been going for like 3 years. I know a lot's been happening with the Saints, Pels, LSU. I'm going to try to cover most of it. And before I hop right into this, I just got one thing to say. Obviously, the biggest news out of New Orleans is Taysom Hill will be the starting quarterback this week. I've only been asking for it for the last 2 weeks. I guess Sean Payton finally realized Trevor Siemian's probably not the answer, or this team just needs a spark. You lost 4 straight. You can't just put it all on the quarterback, but you have to make a change somewhere. Quarterback is the most obvious position, especially after extending Taysom Hill once again. And throwing that caveat in as if he's a quarterback. If he's not, you have to play the man. You have to see what he has. You can't keep parading this around us, and I'm glad they made the decision. And we'll see what happens, man. I don't have high expectations for Taysom as well, but I hope he plays well. This team needs a spark. Bad. Obviously, if this doesn't work, then the season's basically over. It's no other options you can go to. He's obviously not going to play Ian Book this year. He's kind of treating this year as a red shirt year for him. So we'll see what Taysom Hill brings to the table, man. That foot injury scares me because that makes me think he's just going to be a pocket passer. And if you have Taysom and using him as a pocket passer really isn't the smartest thing in the world, because obviously he can run it, he's mobile, and he's going to need that part of his game. That's basically like saying, not compare him to Lamar Jackson, but if Lamar Jackson just was like, I'm just going to be a pocket passer, well, then you're not as effective. Like, your throwing is effective because you can run the ball. That's what makes you an effective quarterback. So we'll see what he does, man. Hopefully that foot's fully healed and he's able to run that thing when he needs to. Also, looking at the injury report, man, a lot of guys, on the injury report still, but some good news. Taysom Hill, Paulson Adebo, Andrew Dow, and Mark Ingram, they all fully practiced yesterday. That's a good thing. Alvin Kamara, Ryan Ramczyk, both were limited, so that's a good thing because they weren't practicing at first and now they're practicing. Armstead, Davenport, Tano, Caden Ellis were the only guys that did not practice. So we'll see what the practice injury report looks like today and things like that. Hopefully some of those guys that didn't practice, like Davenport and Armstead, are at least limited today or full, and things like that. And those guys that were limited, like Ramczyk and Kamara, were full participants, today, and we'll see. I think Kamara's definitely going to play, man. He's been tweeting. He tweeted the dancing emoji. I know what that means. It's time for him to rock out. I think Ramczyk's going to play. I think Armstead's going to play, but who knows, man? Who knows? Maybe that was just a vet rest day for him, but we'll see. Also, I did see some news where the Cowboys are going to limit Zeke. I actually don't like that. I wanted Zeke to get all the touches. Tony Pollard scares me way more than Zeke scares me, but we'll see what they do. Not really worried about what the Cowboys going to do. A beatable team, very, very beatable team. But I mean, everyone in the NFL is beatable this year, and we're very beatable. So can't even say much on that front. Oh, and with some spicy news coming out of LSU, Brian Kelly, the new head coach of LSU football, talking about coming out of left field with this one, man. Obviously, LSU was tied to Lincoln Riley for the longest, and at the last second, Lincoln Riley got up, dipped, and said, I would not be the LSU football coach. Had everyone thinking he was staying at Oklahoma. 12 hours later, it's announced that he's going to USC. LSU was still quiet on the situation. Woodward still quiet on the situation out of nowhere. Last night, tweets, reports just started coming out of everywhere. Brian Kelly will be the next head football coach at LSU. What do I think about that? I feel a lot of people keep saying that Brian Kelly could never win a big one. When he played SEC schools, he's always getting his head beat in, this and that. Well, that may be true, but he doesn't show up with SEC talent. He doesn't show up with LSU talent. The one thing about Brian Kelly is he can recruit. Notre Dame, at the moment, had the number 4 recruiting class in the country, only behind A&M, Alabama, and Georgia. So they had a better recruiting class than LSU while he's at Notre Dame. So, coming to LSU, he's going to recruit. He's going to bring stability to the program. Obviously, we've had the last decade 2 head coaches. Well, I guess this will be 3 head coaches, about 3 or 4 DCs, and at least 7 offensive coordinators. So, he's going to bring stability to this program, which is what LSU needs, man. We don't need to be 10-2, then 5-5, and 7-4, then 12-0, then 5-8. We can't be having all this, with this program. The program's too good. The athletes are too good. The talent is too too present in this state, and you just can't have that with LSU. He's going to bring stability. I think he's a real good coach. Can he win it all? We'll see. He's not a bad coach by any means. He's probably the best coach we've had since Saban, if we're being honest. He's probably the best pure football coach we've had since Saban. So we'll see what he does, man. Not going to kill a guy. Not going to say I love the hire. Don't hate it at all, though. I think it's just a very, very good football hire. And I think they had to. Coaches, the names were running out. Wasn't too many, guys left available. So they had to go make this move for Brian Kelly. And I'm not mad at it, man. We'll see what he does. It'll be a lot more, on him once things get going. I'm sure he's going to try to flip some of those 4 and 5 stars that he had at Notre Dame to break them down here to Baton Rouge. So we'll see. We'll see what he does with that, on that front. But I like the hire. Don't love it. But we'll see, man. Got to give him time. And last but not least, the Pelicans are the hottest team in the NBA. Not really, because the Suns have won like 17 straight. Warriors are like 19-2, something crazy. But, hey, we've won 3 out of the last 4 games. Got to give the players credit. They've been playing hard. They've been playing tough. Been winning some close games. Devontae Graham with that game winner the other night against the Jazz. So the Pels are looking tough, man. They're looking pretty good. They just need to carry this momentum, into December. When Zion gets back, I think Zion being cleared for 5-on-5 activities kind of gave a spark to this team, not going to lie. Obviously, got to give the guys on the court credit as well. But as soon as he's been cleared to play, these guys kind of been on a run. They beat the Wizards, the Jazz, and the Clippers, since then. So hopefully when Zion gets back, Val's rolling. Brandon Ingram still trying to get healthy. Cram's finally getting healthy, and things will start to clicking. Hey, they're 6-17. It's a lot of basketball left to be played. A lot of basketball left to be played. Ja's going to miss some time. The Southwest standings, Dallas is in first, and I think they're 10-10. And that's the next game for the Pels. So this conference is bad. The division they're in is bad. Memphis, San Antonio, Houston, and Dallas. No one is above 500 right now. It's all 500 and below. So we'll see, man. The division is very winnable for the Pels. They just need to battle to get to 500. Win 3 out of 4, 2 out of 3, Split some series 1-1. Just need to do all the small things, to try to battle to get to that 500 mark, because if they can try to get to 500 before the All-Star break or something like that, then they can make a playoff push and things like that. We'll see how Zion looks when he comes back. Everybody's going to be talking about his weight, this and that, including me. We'll see how he looks, man. Haven't seen any pictures of him lately. But Pelicans are rolling. That's hand quotations with that rolling, because that's only 3 out of 4. But, man, it's momentum. It's something they haven't done all year. Hopefully they can keep it going. That'll just about wrap this up, man. Finally got over this sickness, like I said earlier before. I am back. I'll be back with you. This will be a regular scheduled programming like it was before. Hopefully it'll be better than, when I left. And everybody that's tuned in now, I appreciate you. If you didn't leave, you didn't waver, just because I was sick. I appreciate that. This the Boot Tragedies once again, and I'm out.